Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here today to do a reading for the collective, for everybody, for all the signs. Just talk about this Capricorn full moon and just, some energies. Just, talk about some energies that are leading you guys to where you guys need to go, or where you're going, or where you've been, however the case may be. So yeah, I just want to talk about, some of you guys may experience some financial constraints. So don't get all with your panties in a bunch about the situation. Just go with the energy and go with the flow. Set your intentions and do everything that you can do when it comes down to working. My ears are ringing. Oh gosh. So let's see what energy spirit wants to let you guys know. Okay. Yeah, I understand what that is saying. Gratitude. Yeah, I knew it was gonna come out. Okay, so this is what the messages that I'm getting for you guys. Now, what is coming to light with this Capricorn full moon is I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be understanding your purpose. And a lot of you guys are going to be walking into the abundance that you're seeking. I feel like, a lot of you guys know that there's happiness that you want. And Spirit is trying to tell you guys that the door is open. You just have to really speak your mind and what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of this is a divine energy that's going on right now, because a lot of the cards are equaling out to 4s, 5s, and 7s, 6s. So I feel like, this is just I can't never say the word. I ain't going to try to say it. But it's just like an order of things that has to happen in order for you to get to this strength that you're trying to have. And a lot of you guys are understanding that in divine time, things are going to happen. So there's patience that needs to be had in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we can know that basically this Capricorn moon is really going to make you evaluate the things that you're doing, the things you're involved in, and does it make you happy on a personal level? Is it bringing you the full happiness that it is that you want? And you're going to evaluate it and just come up with the things that you see according to the evaluation that you're going through. And a lot of you guys know that there's more out there in life that you can have, but I feel like a lot of you guys are having problems with the throat chakra. And being able to just say what it is that is keeping you guys blocked for whatever reason. You're not really talking about it. You're not really putting it out there in the open. But you just know that you're not really happy with what it is that's going on around you. And you may need to speak that out. A lot of you guys are just really sitting on your laurels well, if I bring patience to the situation, in divine time, it's going to come the way I need to, which is a good thing. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't make any decisions that could, create instability around you, because I feel like even though you're not really happy with a lot of the things that are going on around you right now, there's a sense of stability. So, sit and be patient for whatever it is that you want, because I feel like a lot of this has a lot to do with finances, and you're not really seeing the end goal, seeing the things that you want to see, because you feel like your finances may not be where you want them to be. I feel like this Capricorn moon is going to really allow people to experience gratitude. And you're going to be able to display more gratitude out into the world, because there's a sense of appreciation that is needed in this situation. And I feel like once this moon, goes and comes, in the next few days, you are going to see the things that are around you, the things and the people that are there for you. And you're going to have this growth, this understanding of appreciation that you need to have. I feel like a lot of you are going through things where you may not be happy with what you're wanting, but at the same time, you're not speaking on it. You're just really sitting down trying to really get the feel of what's going on. And like I said, I feel like you guys have been putting energy into other things that maybe you should not be putting your energy into. And so you're not really seeing what's right there in front of you. You're not seeing the jewel that spirit is trying to show you or trying to drop in your ear. You know, you're not really paying attention. And so with this full moon, I feel like it's going to bring out this gratitude, this appreciation for things, because you're going to be put in certain situations where you just have to see, you know, I'm chasing after this, I'm chasing after that, I'm trying to go after this, I'm trying to go after that. But am I showing gratitude for what it is that I already have? Am I showing gratitude in this, you know, in the space where I need to be appreciative to what spirit has already given me, you know, so that I could be able to obtain more? See, you know, you go through life like that sometimes. You get so caught up in running after and chasing after material things that it's like when you get into this block and you can't understand why it is new things are not coming to you and why you're not manifesting, it's because you're not showing appreciation for what it is that you already have. And gratitude is the best way to be able to manifest on a quicker level, you know? Like, even with me, I remember when I first moved out of the projects, and like one of the first homes that I moved in, it was a nice home from the outside, but it had so many internal like problems. And it was because I was chasing and chasing and chasing after the material part, the look, the way I wanted it to look, to where spirit gave me what I wanted, you know, a decent home that looked good on the outside, and it looked good on the inside. But it was a lot of internal things that we didn't know was wrong with it until we moved in. So even though I still went through that process of, you know, having those things, and I just had to understand whenever I started encountering all the issues and all the problems that was going on within the home, it was just like, it made me appreciate, you know, the fact that I didn't have all these problems at the last place, even though it was not aesthetically pleasing where I was at before. But at least inside my home, it was just like very much so comfortable. You know, I was stable within there. But it's just like I was chasing after that outer aesthetic look. To where when the next year came up and it was red time for me to move again, when I got my Section 8, it was like, okay, so I'm going to manifest what I want, but I'm going to manifest it in a way to where it's aesthetically on the outside pleasing and comfortable on the inside. So, you know, I started, this is when I really learned about manifesting before I even knew what it was. Like, I was manifesting, and I've always had the power to manifest and think about the things that I wanted before I was actually able to understand. So I feel like, you know, this is what Spirit is going to take you guys through right now. Take you guys through a point where, you know, you have to go through something that slows down the financial gain, or that slows you down in some area in your life so that you can be able to appreciate what it is that you already have. A lot of you guys, there's this journey. There's this place that Spirit is trying to tell you that you need to go, but a lot of you guys are fearing that. A lot of you guys don't want to take that extra step that Spirit is trying to get you guys to take, to understand that, you know, wherever you are in life right now, it's like you kind of learned everything that you need to learn from the situation, you know, but it's like you're stuck in this, I don't know, it's just like you're stuck in this sense of what is familiar, to where you're not ready to actually go get the next level. You're not ready to level up. You're fearing leveling up, or you're fearing what is going to come in the next cycle that it is that, you know, Spirit is trying to get you to go to, you know. This is why I think this Capricorn moon is coming so much, to really let you see, like, am I really happy with this? Is this what I really want, you know? And even if it's not, like, you got to get the strength to be able to, like, speak about it, talk about it. Even if it's going to ruffle feathers or hurt people's feelings, you know. And over here, you're thinking, okay, I need to be patient. I need to do this in a process, when Spirit is probably going to bring that Capricorn moon in and say, no. Because the same things keep happening. You're dealing with stubborn-ass people. You're dealing with situations where you know nothing is ever going to change. No, I'm going to put this on you so hard that you're going to have to, it's going to do nothing but really force you to make the decisions that it is that you need to make. But also have an appreciation in the future of why you went through those things and why those things came towards you the way they did. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for the past, it was like a lot of problems with the stability in the situation. Regardless if you felt like, okay, I have stability, but it's like there was a problem with maintaining this stability. There were a lot of financial constraints, and you maybe were not understanding, okay, why does it feel like I can't move forward? Like I can't get enough manifested in so that I can move forward. And you know, Capricorn moon is just going to come in and show you in the areas that you need to be paying attention to. What's constraining you when it comes down to your finances? Where are you putting your finances at? What are you focusing on? Spirit is going to pinpoint those things. You know, we got all these retrogrades right now. So right now, a lot of things is just slow moving to be able to show you everything that's going on right now and show you what it is that needs to change. And right now, through this time, you really need to have strength. Have a lot of strength right now because, you know, a lot of things are just being held up right now. There's a lot of divine guidance going on that Spirit is trying to give you. You know, I feel like a lot of this has to do with the stability, with this being an Earth moon, you know, just being able to hone in on the different stable things in our life, or what we feel is stable, when the ultimate outcome is change. With the Angel of Strength, that card equals out to be 5. So it's like change is upon us, regardless of whether or not we want to see it, whether or not we want to accept it. Change is about to come, and you need to be ready. And I feel like you're going to have to make the change come about, because you're just sitting there waiting for Spirit to drop these jewels on you. Well, I feel like they've been there for a while, but you just have been just worrying about the stability that you're going through right now and trying to understand it, and you're not really looking at what God or what Spirit is trying to show you. And so this Capricorn moon is going to bring a little bit of more detail into the situation so that you can understand exactly what's going on in the situation. Yeah, it's time to leave some things behind. If that ain't the true message, you know, the first angel answer card you get is let your past go. And, you know, it just really talks about carrying the past around, the burden of the past. It's making you weary. It's making you, you know, very closed off. I feel like, you know, it's time to put certain things down that's not, it's no longer your, it's like no longer your burden to carry. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can keep the lessons and you keep the love that you got from the situation, but leave all the other stuff behind. You don't have to hold on to certain things from the past that you continue to hold on. It's like you don't even want it. You don't need it. So it's just like, you know, it's time to let it go. You keep seeing certain things happening over and over. And I can even, like, attest to this in my own life. It's just like certain people that I deal with. You know, you think that things is getting better with them. You think that they're climbing these hurdles. But then it's like they end up in these situations over and over again. And it's like, okay, I try to help you out. And I try to tell you, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, I'm going to do what I want to do. And then they get themselves in these same situations. And you got to play super saver hole. You know, you got to save. You got to play the martyr. And Spirit is like, no, that's not what I want for my child. I don't want my child to be feeling like they have to be there to save people from themselves all the time. That ain't even your problem. You know, you try to help them along the way. If they're not listening to you along the way, then what make you think that they're going to listen to you whenever they keep finding themselves in this situation? A lot of you guys have been really working hard, focused only on work, not really focused on actually obtaining love, obtaining friendships. You know, Spirit is like, okay, take a break. You know, you actually can get out there and mingle and have fun, meet new people. Do not worry about the state of the work that you're doing, the state of your stability. I'm going to bring that to you, but I need you to loosen up. I need you to, you know, get out there and just enjoy life, because you've been so cooped up in work, trying to, you know, Keep stability around the family. Keep stability around whatever it is that you're going through. Even though you've been having financial constraints, you still ain't seeing that I'm putting financial constraint on you right now so that you can understand and take a break. You're going too hard. It's like the more financial constraint I put on you, the more you want to be serious, the more you want to work hard, the more you want to pile more things on yourself. When all I want you to do is just take some time out. Take some time out and enjoy your life. You don't have to work so hard, especially if other people in the situation are not willing to work as hard as you're working. So right now, what I want you to do is put work aside. Go out and have fun. Go to that day party. Go out to that luncheon. Go out and meet that new soulmate. Go do something else besides sitting here worrying about your finances. There's a lot of things that it's time to let go of. The next part is time to go. Like, it's a lot of things that you need to leave behind. And as a collective, that we just need to leave behind. You know? It's a time when things rise in your life and they set in your life. And this is one of those times where things are setting. Things are coming to an end. And it's like, even if you have to break people's heart, even if you have to make people feel like you're leaving them hanging, somebody going to come in that can help them out with that situation. But you got to move on to the next level so that you can be able to get the things coming to you. That is, you know, endings they're just what there is. You know, they're inevitable. Change is always around us. And that's just something that you can never change, is change. It's cycles, phases, cycles that you just got to be able to let go of. Because sometimes it's like you can only bring certain situations or certain people to certain parts of the change in their life. Spirit will take you out of it whenever they feel like you've exhausted yourself and you've gotten nowhere to make maybe somebody else that's a little stronger, and being able to bring these things about this person or this situation and let them come in and do it so that you can be released to go do what it is that you need to do, you know? Last card is cleanse and detoxify. This is for me. I know it is. So this card just talks about detoxifying yourself from the mental thoughts, the chemicals, you know, the things that you do on a day-to-day basis that just are bogging your intuition. Spirit is going to be willing to help you be able to find other things to replace these things with, to be able to cope in your everyday life. It's like, you know, a lot of these things that we're doing to ourselves is things that we do to be able to cope with the stress around us, and Spirit is just ready for you to let some of that stuff go. I'm happy to say that, you know, on July the 10th, I can pat myself on the back because it's been 5 months clean from marijuana for me. I still smoke my tobacco. I have not let that go, but I'm starting to realize, you know, that Spirit is ready for me to let that go also, so that I can work and use my intuition with you guys to my full potential. You know, as you can see, my skin is becoming more clear. I drink more water now. You know, even when I thought that my appetite was because of the marijuana, no, like I have gained like maybe 6 or 7 pounds since I quit the marijuana. So, you know, I am starting to see that it's time for even me to let go of even other things, you know. Like, it's crazy because I thought that certain things was helping me out with being able to balance my life or balance my health. But, you know, once you let that stuff go, and it's crazy because I just thought it was going to be so hard for me to be able to detoxify these things. And no, it wasn't hard. You know, I don't even think about it. Like, I see other people and I be like, ugh, what are you doing? Like, I don't even like the smell anymore. It's just like, I personally prayed and asked God to take that taste from me. And that's what they did, you know. I ain't perfect. Like, let's get that 100% straight. I'm not perfect up here on these videos. I am not a saint, you know, but I am here because it's certain things that I've been through and certain things that I go through on a daily basis that I see other people going through, and I try to help. So I know, you know, people be trying to get up here and pretend like they perfect and they're so angelic and they life all together, but that's far from the truth. Because if you perfect and your life is just so on track, then how can you relate to your subscribers? How can you relate to somebody to tell them that it just sound like I preach to me. Sound like you God out here telling people what they need to do. But no, I come from a space where I have experienced a lot of the things that my subscribers go through. Because that's how I teach. I teach through experience. I cannot teach on something or talk about something, you know, that I have not been through in my life. So, you know, they got certain ideas about me, but I am who I am because I am, period. And there's a lot of things that I done been through in life, and I don't get up here and try to pretend like I'm so full of God and, you know, I'm just so... It's so many things that people try to get up here and to portray themselves like they so perfect, like they got everything together, like they don't make mistakes, like they this and they that, when they far from it. And it's like, if you really pay attention to the behaviors that are going on, you will see, you know. So people just have life messed up, like really a lot. They have life messed up. And they be looking at these, what I really wish that these people in the esoteric community would stop doing is looking at other readers and what other readers got going on, because it ain't your business. And you put these like ideas out here to your subscribers in an indirect manner. And that's the thing, I don't like when readers do that. They be trying to point and poke at people, or, you know, in an indirect manner, I guess, so that that person can recognize that they're trying to poke at them. But it's like, if you really about that life, why don't you just put it out there for everybody to understand what's going on? It's like, why are you going to try to smear and, you know, slander somebody in an indirect way? Because, you know, they may watch you. You don't know why they watching you. A lot of y'all thinking, oh, this person watched this one because they, you know, jealous or whatever the case may be. But you don't know that some of the people that you think be jealous of you might be getting some valuable information from you. And your ego just on 110,000 that you just can't see that. Like, it is still people that I watch that I know that I've had conflict with. But I watch them because you just don't deny when someone do have some information that you can get from them. Like, it ain't about this competition that everybody want to put things through. You know, I think that Capricorn moon is going to hone in on that also. You're going to see some things and you're going to hear some things that you're going to be like, oh, wow, they talking to me. Oh, that's how it is. And it's probably going to force you to have to open up and say certain things that you didn't want to say before, you know. Because I've been seeing it lately. But I ain't perfect. But it's like, I work through my demons every day, you know. So that's why I ain't never just telling people, oh, leave him. Oh, you don't need to be with him. You don't need to do this. I don't tell people what to do. I give them advice. Because at the end of the day, I be going through some of these same things that people be going through. So it's just like, I don't tell you, you should do this. And I don't say, oh, if it was me. No, I don't. I'm just really transparent and I'm open with my clientele. And it's just like, you know, this Capricorn moon is you're going to be seeing a lot more of that around here. Especially for me. Because, you know, they got so much to say. So indirectly. And my thing is, if you really about that life, just put it on out there, honey. Say what you got to say. Because trust and believe, I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm not going to ever be indirect. If you push me, you know, you're going to get the butt in of what's going on. I just wish that we all could get along more around here. And people could just, like, start keeping this stuff. Like, being authentic is one thing. Like, be real authentic. That's what I wish people would do. Just be authentic. And, you know, I'm just chilling right now. Y'all be good. Don't stress yourself out. Don't get your panties in a bunch. And just be cool.